All right, Sylas Nelson of the Independence Patriots. And Sylas, first of all, big performance from you against a pretty good defensive team in James Monroe. 338 yards, puts you up in there with names like Judah Price and Atticus Goodson. You had 39 carries, that's a lot. Talk about your performance on Sunday against James Monroe.
Well, in the first half, I wouldn't say we struggled. I had 100 yards, I think, in the first half, but in the second half, we adjusted the blocking schemes to the front they were running, and they made a big mistake, and we took advantage of it.
And that was a lot of that was right up the middle, wasn't it? I mean, just talk about. I think you had over 200 yards in the second half alone.
Yeah.
And I think 4 of your 5 touchdowns. Talk about being able to be that effective up the middle.
Well, they give me a little hole right there. I'll run right through it, and those safeties and corners have a hard time trying to tackle me. So.
Well, you're on Thanksgiving Day, and it's kind of been a tradition here. At least the last 4 years, it's been a tradition to practice on Thanksgiving. You have seen guys like Atticus Goodson come through here. You've seen guys like Judah Price and Tyler Linksweiler last year. You're now mentioned with those guys. I think your 338 yards was the second most in school history. How does it feel to be mentioned with guys like that you've seen play and probably looked up to some of those guys?
Yeah, it was. It's an honor to be mentioned with those names because those guys were really good. Like they put up some really big numbers, and I'm just very, very thankful that I'm being mentioned with them.
You saw Judah Price's 3-76, right?
Yeah,
Wheeling, probably from the sidelines there.
Yeah.
Well, you were a freshman then, but I would imagine a lot of people looking at you on Sunday saw the same thing. What was it like for you to watch him when he put up that 376, and then to come back and do it yourself? But first of all, just watching his performance in the state championship game.
Yeah, that was truly a crazy game. But he's an amazing player. Everybody knows that, and it was like watching art. It was beautiful, that game he had.
Then to come back and do it yourself, that speaks volumes. You've had a big year in August. You've moved from receiver in your career to quarterback last year and led 6 straight wins. Now running back that is putting up all-state type numbers. What's it been like just doing all those different kind of positions, and did any of it help you with where you're at now?
Yeah, well, I like that I had the receiver, and I can throw it too still, but the receiver I can still, you watch some games, I'll have some nice catches and stuff, so that helped me there. And running back, I as you can tell, I've been getting it down as the year's gone on, and I've been getting better and better.
When did you feel comfortable? I mean, you went into the Hoover game, and I think maybe the defensive plays you had were bigger in that game. But when did you start feeling like comfortable, like I can do this, especially with this line and these guys with me?
Probably the west side. When we went down the west side, I think I really started figuring out how to do everything and just like how to work in the offense at running back.
What was it like when you weren't settling? What was it like against Hoover? I mean, to go from being a receiver, quarterback, running back.
It was wild. I was a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie. It's so much different than receiver and quarterback.
Did you see these type of numbers honestly in August? Did you think you'd be sitting around 1,700 yards with the 25, whatever, 20, mid-20s touchdowns?
Yeah, I thought maybe just because that's 39 carries. I thought hopefully it would happen at some point and get a couple of yards.
How many carries do you think you can withstand in a game? I know you had to be a little bit sore on Monday morning when you got up.
I could have carried it a couple more times against James Monroe, I think. So I don't really know my limit.
Well, I think your last carry was a touchdown. Did you feel like you guys were wearing them down? This is a team that's been a little more aerial, going through the air lately in the last few years, and which would have been great. As a receiver and quarterback, you got to love that. But 39 carries, that's ground and pound. What was that like?
It was a blast because, like I said, when it's nothing better than when your O-line gets a blocking scheme perfect and just run through them holes. It's a blast.
You came into this program. Where did you see yourself being, position-wise and player-wise? Did you think you'd be a receiver your 4 years? Or?
I had no idea. I just go where the team needs me, really. And it seems like running back is my spot for sure.
Do you feel like that you're a running back now more than
Yeah, I'd say that. I think I could play receiver too still.
Quarterback, you kind of giving that up with the big guy. I know you probably still take a few reps, right?
I still take a few reps, but I think Brock's got it. He's really good. I think he'll be really good in the future.
And just for yourself, I mean, what do you think about this team? The future is Philip Barber on Saturday. What's your quick scout on them, and what do you see coming up with that?
They got big linemen, but I think they play both ways, so I'm hoping we can wear them down too.
So if you introduce yourself now, and they say, what's your position? It's running back all the way.
Yep, running back.
All right. Hey, Sylas, again, Thanksgiving, what are some of the things you're thankful for?
I'm thankful for this team. I love these guys, man. It's like a family, and I'm just really thankful for the brotherhood we got here.
Pounding on the door, your dad, being the Hall of Fame with your dad, you think?
Hopefully.
All right. Hey, Sylas, thanks a lot. Appreciate the time.